discombobulated here. Stop that. I gotta turn the monitor on. That, and then I gotta check if we're live. I think we is live. I don't know if anybody's watching yet. Just turned it on. I think. I just said hi. So, one person's watching. That's me. So, give me a second. Tuning's up. People are still walking in. And I'm just gonna. Usually I wait for a couple of songs of that intro music, and that's usually by then. It gives people more chance to join. Collecting the people. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is have a drink of water. And I kind of got a new pedal board coming tomorrow. The actual the pedal, not the pedals, but the enclosure, the board, and the cover and all that, the case. And I got to set that up. Should probably arrive tomorrow. It's get shipped today from Pennsylvania. It's like literally 2 hours away, so I could have theoretically picked it up, but they're shipping it. And I was spending a couple of hours last night just figuring out what I have a gig filling in for like an 80s band, a trio version. I'm trying to get the right setup for that. And, this is weird. Keep buying pedals to try to maybe top this purple plexi, but it always kind of works. Helps if you actually step on it. Got this lower end, lower big that just works. No, same sound. And then when you put this protein on top of it, it really gets. The protein is new, and I was debating because I was originally gonna get a black one, but the only one that was available, like from the site that had a good price, was the red one. But looking at it, it's actually really pretty. It looks, the purple pedal next to the red pedal. It's hard to see in the dark, but it looks really cool. And then there's a blue side and a green side. The blue side kind of adds some. The green side adds some. Go back a little bit. That's good for like lead boots and stuff. Anyway, we'll get to that. So for now, I got this show tomorrow. I'm going to just be singing a bunch of tunes, so I might as well go over those. Even though they're all songs that are really good, but why not? I always like to refresh stuff. And then I'm not going to be too long because I actually have guitar parts for about a dozen songs or more I have to review today and tomorrow. So, but for starters, let's just Melt With You. I never know what it's called because it could be Stop the World, Melt For You, or I'll Melt With You, or Melt With You. I forget. I think it's under S for Stop the World. Because last 2 times I had trouble finding it. LMNOP. I'm tired today, so I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to sing any Mariah today. A few tones, maybe an hour. Does it get used to this new setup with the guitar? Or if you read some songs. And it's not there. Something's under, maybe it's under M. Or I think it's under I. Let me see. H-I. Where the heck is it? Ah, there it is. It's under I. I melt. I melt with you. So, a little chorus on, and let's try this. Moving forward, using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face. Never really knowing it was always a mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You'd seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Dream a better life, a guide which never hates. Trapped in a state of imaginary grace. We made a pilgrimage to save this human race. Never comprehending the race that gone by. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You'll see the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Stop the world and melt with you. You'll see the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. The future's open wide. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. 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 All right. Hey Ronald, hey Terry, what up? I was funny thing. I was just thinking of Echo the Bunny the other day. Don't they do that? Kisses. I was like, I should do that song, the Echo and the Bunny one, but I haven't learned it yet. You're psychic. You're already in my mind there. Was kisses? Was it something? Go something like something about kisses. Yeah, sugar kiss. Sugar kisses. Sweet like sugar. Sugar kisses. I have to, that's on my list of stuff to learn. Lips like sugar. Sugar kisses. But we're in a little bit of easy mood because Saturday I'm playing in Staten Island with Fast Forward, the trio version of the Fast Forward band, which is an all 80s band. Like the girl singer dresses up at Madonna and Cher. And it's, so I'm playing with them and I'm going to, it's just the trio, so I'm going to be singing a lot of tunes. Because normally I have a guy singer that sings like Journey and stuff. But I'm singing like, I don't know, a bunch of songs, whatever they know. Like some of these 80s, so I might as well go over them. And also, I'm bound to do some cool guitar stuff because I've been messing with these pedals set up, and I got a new pedal board build I'm doing probably tomorrow. And I'm trying to get the feel for what things blend. This protein pedal really is good. It was different. It's different than I thought it would be, and I'm using it in a different way than I thought I would after messing with it for like 2 hours a night for the last couple of nights. But I found its sweet spot where it works. It really sounds ideal if you kind of take a pedal that gives you your bass overdrive tone and then you stack it on top of that to give you a lead boost or make it a little more aggressive. By itself, use your clean. Or you could put it on top of an amp that's just kind of broken up. But I need an amp that's super clean for certain things because we do like Madonna and stuff. Anyway, but if you take it on a... It actually works kind of good, but it works better if the amp is already a little crunchy. So, I don't know. I'm playing with it. Anyway, what was I going to do? I got to practice this one. I am tired today. We're working all week. Working like a dog. Plus it's winter. It's just, I don't know, not getting sunlight. So, let me do the Hey 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 song. Pretty in Pink song. If I could find it. And then we'll do some whatever requests. Come see about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything, inside and out, and strange, so feel in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change might put us apart. When life gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way and never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Would you recognize me? Call my name and walk on by me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Don't you try and pretend it's my feeling will win in the end. I won't harm you. A touch of the fences, vanity and security. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I'll put us back together red hot, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As I walk on by, when you call my name, as you walk on by, would you call my name? Will you walk away? Or will you walk away? Will you walk on by? Call my name. Would you call my name? I'll say la 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 Not a simple. It's a simple mind. Simple mind. Anyway, from Pretty in Pink, of course. Great movie. There's, of course, a reference to it in, what's that movie with the girls? They're all singing in a cappella. It's a goofy movie, but it's kind of funny. The Pitch Perfect, and then that's a big reference in that movie where the guy makes her say, watch the movie, and she's like, oh, it's a silly movie, and then she actually watches it, and she's crying at the end. I mean, I don't know if I would cry at the end of that movie, but it's definitely a good movie. Anyway, what else do I got? Oh, how about some John Jacuga? I'm looking under J for John Cougar song. Since we're talking, we have a motif going because that was from Pretty in Pink, and now we'll do Pink Houses. See how we did that? I didn't really plan it that way, but don't tell anybody. Stay running through his front yard, you don't think it's got us so good. And there's a woman in the kitchen cleaning up the evening slide, and he looks and says, hey darling, I can remember when you could stop a glide, running down America with you and me, baby. Ain't that America? Something to say, baby. Ain't that America? Home on the free, yeah. Big houses for you. Are you on that? Well, there's a young man in a t-shirt. Let's do a rock and roll station. He's got a freeze hair, well, freeze smile. He said, no, this must be my destination. Mother told me when I was young, like everything else, those old crazy dreams, how came and went. Oh, ain't that America? You and me, baby, ain't that America? Something to say, baby, ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. Look out for you and me. I'm from you and me. People and more people want to that. No, no, no. Gonna work in somehow rise and vacation to the death. Oh yeah. And this winners and this loser ain't no big deal. 'Cause a simple man pays the thrills, the bills that kill. Oh, ain't that America? You and me, baby, ain't that America? Something to say, baby, ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. Little big ounces for you. Oh, you and me. Ain't that America? America, something to say, baby, ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. A little big house of paper, you and me. I'll wake you up. In the video, she's doing those kicks. I figured, you know what? She do. You said butt. I don't know what that. You mean you looking at my butt? Hmm? I don't know. I don't know what that. I mean, there's a typo there. You ever see? There was back in the, no, it was the 80s. There was oh, what's his name? The guy from Wayne's World, the guy who plays Garth, he used to do all these impressions, and he did impressions of George Michael, and he'd be like, look at my butt, it's perfect. I got the look at it, it's perfect. It's perfect, it's a perfect circle. YouTube that is fun. He was funny. And of course, Wayne's World is great. Great movie. Didn't make, I don't know, something, that's just a funny movie. Just banging out the hits here. Doing a bit of 80s, but then we'll do some guitar stuff towards the end. I don't think I'm going to do 2 full hours because I got to practice some new stuff for this Saturday gig. Plus, I'm kind of burnt. I burnt before I started. Welcome to the gigging world. I've had times where it's like you're going on to your 3rd set in Atlantic City at 2 in the morning, and you have to start your 4th set. And you're like, hey, it's 2:30. We got to do another hour set, and then you got to drive 3 hours home. At least here, right in the studio, I know how far to go. Home. Life of rock and roll lifestyle. Before all that shutdown stuff, we were doing, you know, and there were times, you know, when we're doing 3-4 gigs a week and working full time. I don't know how you do how I did that. Now I do a gig Friday, and Saturday I'm like tired. Streaming from the HP laptop and running the sound through the Bose eBand JS10 with the woofer. Freaking awesome, man. Row with the sub. You get the sub, you get the deep subwoofer bass. Cool. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because people sometimes play it on like the little laptop speakers and or their phone speakers, and it's like you sound like a tin can. He died. I was like, he died America. So what I'm going through, basically I just use the live mixer that I have, which is a RCF M18. It's a digital mixer, so I can mix it on the thing. So I'm mixing, and there's a mic on the Tone King amp back here. It's a real amp, no direct. I don't like direct. Just direct just sounds terrible to me. And then what else? And the tracks are just in the computer, so they play right through. They're right in the mixer. There's a computer like in the mixer with an SD card. And obviously the mic is going through the mixer, and then when Karina's here, their mic is going through the mixer. And then we're going to probably have a bass player come down in the next week or so. We'll run him through the mixer. So it's basically like a live show, but instead of going to PA key, it's going into my Apogee converter, that I use for my recording studio, which is 8 channels. And then that goes right into OBS. And actually, I think I'm throwing the mix right in through a Pacifica preamp and going through a distressor compressor, just so I could see the levels. And the compressor is right on like very, very low. It's like on 2 ratio, if you know anything about compressors. It's like nothing. It's just, it's just so I could kind of adjust the levels. And I have a Pacifica preamp just to kind of get the level, adjust the levels, which technically not the way you're supposed to do it, because the mixer already has a preamp, but it seems to work. Anyway. Well, for the original stuff, it's actually I have the mixes from the record that I did for mixing it down, and I just basically take those mixes, the stems, and take out the vocals, take out the guitars, take out the backup vocals, and then we play with the bass and drums, and this, and maybe a backing guitar on that. But the originals, this stuff, it's like there's companies that all the bands use now that they'll download the tracks, and you download them without the guitar parts and the vocals and stuff. Trail, a lot of people, because of COVID, there was all my friends were doing live streams, but we've been we're more consistent. I know people that did it do it once in a while. I have a few friends that did it every week, and then when I start doing gigs again, I want to start just live streaming from the gig, because that's kind of fun to watch, the audience and all that. So, what was I going to say? I don't know. So we'll do some more tunages as I get used to this. But yeah, it took a while to get, because if you look at the early, I don't know, I probably took them down, but the earliest podcasts, the clarity is not that good, and the sound quality is not good. I think I had just the PA in the room and a mic recording the sound of the PA, and it sounded, once I started doing direct, that's the way to do it, because you can adjust the mix and everything. You lose a little something just direct off the board anytime, because you lose the sound of the room, so it's a little flat. But and we don't have the time to mix it down in each channel, so it's just like what you get. But anyway, it sounds analog. The guitar is real. It's a real amp, a tube amp with real pedals, just with a mic, Sennheiser 906 in front of it, and that's running right through the board. And my voice sounds analog. Definitely. No pitch, no robot sounds with the pitch correction on the voice. It's just whatever. If I'm out of tune, I'm out of tune, which doesn't happen too often, hopefully. Except when I'm tired. But that's part of the fun of it, right? And then the tracks are, depending on the track, they're actually real instruments being played. Usually real bass, real drums. So definitely for the originals, it's the band mix, basically just minus my guitar and vocals and the backup vocals. Anyway. Cars. Okay, Cars. Yeah, that's a good one. I could do the Cars. The Cars is just what we needed, right? Terry. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. 'Cause when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind, yeah. Lots of perfume that you wear, it's not the ribbons in your hair. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. You hanging out, I'm talking in your sleep. It doesn't matter where you've been, as long as it was deep, yeah. I was meant to wear it well. You look so fancy, I can tell. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. Just what I needed. I needed someone to be. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. When you're coming oh so near, kinda lose my mind, yeah. Not the perfume that you wear, it's not the rivers in your hair. I don't know where you're going here and wasting all my time. I guess you're just what I needed. I needed someone to be. Right. Fun. Fun stuff. ZZs or Santins. Maybe I'll even do both. Both a double whammy. Well, thank you. Thanks. Oh, Ben Orr's great. Oh, thank you, Derek. Yeah, look, Elliot Easton is a very underrated guitar player. If you really listen to his solos, I forget somebody was interviewing him. I think it's there's an interview out there with Dweezil Zappa. Dweezil Zappa interviews Elliot Easton, the guitar player from the Cars, and he compliments him. He says, like, well, your guitar solos are like a little song in themselves, in the song, because he doesn't just like go just jam. He really, if there's a key change in there, there's like in the middle of that where he goes to E, where he goes to the C, You hear that part? It's like a key change. He goes to like, you know, from there. Goes from the minor to the major. It's you know, this, and he follows that and it makes it really tasty. All his guitar solos, and he does like country finger picking, and along with, you know, I mean, he's has a lot of different styles that he plays. Anyway, so we do the okay, we could do some ZZ Top and then some songs. Ba-ba-doo. Okay. JJK. Yeah, this is cool. You know, he basically in that song he does like a country left. Oh, this is he says A flat chord, but he goes to the A flat chord, which is a country riff, you know. You know, but he's thrown into a new wave rock tune, pop tune, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's try this one here. World's going round, and that takes us down. Out that shack outside the Grange. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a nice girls out. Have mercy. Get yourself in. Here's night, almost every night. But then I might be mistaken. This one back. I brought my pencil. Oh boy. I'm pinching it. Oh. It's a fun one. Plus I get to rest. Singing takes more breath out of you than playing, because playing is just, you can be super sick and just go like this, just moving your finger around. But singing, you gotta be like energetic and stuff. So, oh, I love Iron Maiden. I was just actually when I was in the shower, I was listening to like Sirius Radio, and I was listening to Iron Maiden. I don't really sing and play any Iron Maiden, but actually it's out, yeah, right? You took my life, but I'll take yours too. If I almost get better, run you through. You're waiting for the next time. The mills don't run about. The mills don't run around. The battlefield don't like that. I haven't played that literally since garage bands in high school. We used to do that all the time. I have videotape somewhere from us playing that, I think. Night Ranger is great. Brad Gillis. I mean, Brad Gillis. When Randy Rhoads died, he played. He toured and did that one a live album with Ozzy, and he killed it. He was great. He's a really good guy. I saw Night Ranger live, but I think was Brad on that one, because there was different lineups for a while. Yeah, I don't know if Brad. It was like the original drummer who sang a lot of the stuff. They had a bass player that was like a sub. I think it was like just the original keyboard player and the drummer or something like that. When I saw them, they were loud. Saw them at Birch Hill. They were. I mean, it was a relatively small place, but I've seen at Birch Hill used to have a lot of acts, that were not big enough to arenas anymore. But like Night Ranger, Steve Vai, Dio. I saw Dio at Birch Hill, which is a relatively small place. Maybe they could fit 1,000 people in there. But Night Ranger was like way louder than Dio, if you can imagine that. When I saw Dio, he's with Craig Goldie on guitar. So, how about get some saltines of swing. The Saltines of Swing. Last in Line. Wow, that was like in the late 80s. Dio. That's probably a better tour. When I saw him, he was, he was only a couple of years before he died. It was in the 90s, late 90s, I guess. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was definitely in the 90s. What do you call it? Yeah, a friend of mine was just calling me. He's like, "Hey, I got a Dio ticket. You want to go?" I'm like, "Do I want to go?" What stupid question is that? Of course I want to go to see Dio. That was good. And he sang good. I mean, I think he dropped the keys of the songs a little bit. But, he was like, in the 60s. And Dio is like one of the hardest things to sing. Let's try this. No pickless on this one. That's the right way. You see a guitar player doing this song with the pick, he's cheating. Mark Knopfler. You gotta. This is a really good practice for your right hand picking coordination, finger picking. Okay. A shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime, Down to the river, he's stopping there, hold everything. And it's playing Dixie, double four time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Now you step inside, you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain to the jazz go down. A competition in other places. But the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south. Way on down south in London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make you cry or sing. They say the room guitar is on, he can afford. But he gets the lights to play his thing. Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky song like anything, saving it up for Friday night with the Sultans. The Sultans of Swing. And a crowd of young boys, they're fooling around in the corner. Drunk and dressed in a breast-bound baggies and a platform song. They don't give a damn about an air trumpet playing band. It ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans play Creole. Creole. Crowd of young boys, well, he steps right up to the microphone. It makes it last, he says the time bell rings. Good night, now it's time to go home. It makes it last with one more thing. We got the Sultan. The Sultans on swing. Okay, all right, that's a fun one. Yes, D minor, definitely. D minor. Sometimes he changes. There's a little modulation there, but that's a lesson in like licks, like just not just licks, but licks. He plays to the chords. Country people don't realize that's very country. Country stuff is it's very much like jazz in the sense that you're playing to the chords. Brad plays. He said country is like basically jazz on the bridge pickup. Let's see. Remember. That was a lot of fun to learn. It took a lot of time because I had to learn I do everything by ear. I don't do anything by tab or any of that stuff. I listen to the thing because it's good ear training. So I have to, I did listen to and try to hear it. I'm like, wait a minute. First I thought it was like, everybody goes, and he was like, I was like, oh, wait a minute. He's doing that over that. I mean, if you're doing A major, right? You got your arpeggio here, and the country lick would be, right? Because A major, A, C sharp, E. Anyway, a little theory there. So, yeah, you got to do it with the clean tones. It's a whole different way of playing. Ooh, maybe I should wear that Sultan hat. Yeah, well, I didn't learn it off the vinyl. I learned it off of, I think I learned it off of YouTube. I learned it kind of when I was younger, but I never really learned it. But then once I wanted to do it in the set, YouTube is so great. I mean, we didn't have that. When I was young, we used to have a cassette tape, and you'd have to rewind it, or vinyl, which was even more of a pain in the butt. But with YouTube, you could slow it down. You could rewind it as much time as you want. I had to set. Usually, YouTube defaults to rewinding by 10 seconds, and there's a setting you could change it to go back by 5 seconds, so you could just get that last. Oh, what's that? What was that? Those last 3 notes. That's what all these bands, they send me a set list and learn the stuff, and I go on YouTube and then chart it out, like the thing I'm playing Saturday. Anyway, what was I saying? I forget. The tricky one is to remember which riff goes where, because saving it for Friday night, because you gotta, and then the horns playing that sound. And then they're fooling around the corner. Or steps right up to the microphone. I have to remember which words. Now I think of the words, then I remember. Oh, yeah, that's this arpeggio or whatever. Anyway, it's a good lesson in arpeggios. Anyway, talking. Dire Straits, Mark Knopfler. Anyway, okay. Let's see what else I got here. We could do whatever we want. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh, which set? What songs am I doing Saturday? We did, I don't know. You guys want to hear anything specific? About the love song? From Cure. I want to go back to some guitar-y stuff. If I could find. Where is it? There's, yeah. make me feel like I am fun again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am free again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am clean again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. The Cure. You're the cure for everything. A little bit of curing. Shit. Hold on. What is that? Man, you are taken to the edge of creative 80s tunes. Bold Brit and brass. Thank you. Yeah, I actually fill in for a couple. There's a band called White Wedding and another band called Fast Forward that are both 80s bands that I do. So we, it's their band, but I'll fill in on guitar and sing a few tunes as well. These are the ones that I'll sing with them, some of them. They do a lot of cool stuff, Madonna, I mean, they do pop stuff like, okay. As I run up in the morning, like a violin, so you don't know your life. I'm gonna be here when I was on the bar. Anyway, I don't know any ABBA, but I know a wide variety of stuff. Actually, I did a solo gig at the Roma thing, and like the owner was like, "Wow, you do like a wide variety of stuff." Some guys come in and just do like country or pop or whatever. But it's like I'll do a New York by Sinatra, and I'll do ZZ Top and whatever, Sabbath. Yeah, it was funny. I was listening to that Maiden today. I'm like, should I do a Maiden tune? When I started out singing, that's the type of stuff I sang. I sing like Queensryche and Maiden. That was my favorite stuff. Anyway. Original? Yeah, sure. I think I know one of those. Any particular one? I would do. See, how about Sun in the Rain? QRS. I'm experimenting with these pedals, so I want to hear how they sound on different types of songs. Yeah, this pedal has a nice gain, but there's no harsh weirdness. Good combination. I mean, I thought we would replace the purple plexi with something else because I've been using that for years and just always kind of wins in the shootouts. It's like a nice thing. And it stacks well with this protein for leads. Anyway. She's a sunny day, and the light shine right on me. And sometimes she's a windstorm, and I feel like I'm gonna breathe. And sometimes she's a hurricane that says we need to be free. Once she sees that I feel pain, she shout right back on me. Like the sun and the rain, yeah. That's how love, but never gonna see no pain. Like she's testing me when I thunder it rolls over the seas, yeah. I just show up loving me as she returns a warm gentle breeze. River floods crashing over me. I'm gonna drown, and she returns out to me, and she will never, ever, ever down. Oh, as I Lots of pedals. It's a fun, yeah, the fun one. Thank you. It was like a harkens back to classic rock. What else we got? I'm missing Tom Purdy. We'll do one or two more 80s and then like just do a bunch of guitar songs. I could play with pedals. Because when you're playing with it just by yourself, without, in a room, certain sounds work. And then when you play it in the mix, it's like, oh, more mid-range. Whatever. Anyway. Okay. Thanks, Terry. That was off the first album, 2010. The second album was 2013. And the next album, the third album, I'm being like Tool. Tool, like, they make one album like every 10 years. So the next one is due, like, technically, like this year, next year. So I have a lot of stuff I'm working on, but just a matter of getting the time to get in the studio. I mean, I'm in the studio now, but to actually spend hours and writing. It's the writing part. Recording is kind of fun for me. Once I have the song, it's just like, then it's a matter of just having fun, trying to come up with cool arrangements. But finishing the writing and knowing that you have the right melodies and all that's the tricky part. How about some? I did almost everything that I'm doing on Saturday except for White Wedding and Purple Rain. So, and then after that, well, anything you want to hear. Al Stewart, Thin Lizzy, Beatles, Traveling Wilburys, the way you played that Petty solo. You could even play Highway Star. Highway Star, we did a lot, like back a long time ago. We actually did Highway Star, and I didn't have a keyboard player, so I did the keyboard part, the keyboard solo on guitar, and then did the guitar solo, and I do not remember it good, but it was like. Something like that. That would be fun to do. At one point, I did like transcribe the keyboard solo and the guitar solo. I think I did like a two-hand thing on the keyboard arpeggios. I do not remember at all. Sometimes it's like, oh man, I used to know that. And then you gotta relearn it from scratch almost. Even stuff off the original record sometimes, like, it's like, I'm like, how did I do that? Because a lot of the solos on the record are improvisations that just, like, I'm like, that you know, I just jammed over it. I'm like, that sounds cool, let's keep that. And then when I had to play it live, I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Deep Baru. Yeah, well, that's what I grew up with. I grew up on Floyd, Zeppelin, Van Halen, Aerosmith, the early Aerosmith, not like Loving an Elevator. No, like more like Kings and Queens and, you know, like this shit. Something like that. Something like that. Sabbath, AC/DC. These are all, and then and then also the heavy rock, Metallica, Steve Vai, Satriani, Maiden. I was always more Maiden than Priest. Everybody's like, pray Maiden or Priest. I like Priest, but Maiden, I could listen to the whole album back to front. There's like three or four albums in a row where it's like not a bad song, like Peace of Mind, Number of the Beast, the one with the Egyptian one, Power Slave. There's not, between those three records in a row, there's not one week, there's not a song that you would skip, you know? I can't say the same about Priest. Priest has some great songs, and then other ones that are like, yeah. Anyway, Bruce Dickinson is now on a speaking tour. He just like talks. I might go just like curiosity because he's a smart, cool guy. Yeah, Thin Lizzy. I was doing Thin Lizzy at one point. The Boys of Ragtime, but I do not remember it. Or I can't. I got to refresh my memory on that. Maybe I'll do that in a week or two. I keep having to be pulled into other fill-in projects where I actually literally for work or paying jobs. I have to learn a bunch of I had to learn chart out 20 songs the last couple of days. So it's like it's hard to keep track of all the material. But even after this, I'm going to review some of this stuff. the stuff that we're doing. And if you want to come down, it's a band called Fast Forward, and we're in Staten Island. The place, the things, the Delancey in Staten Island. If you want to stop by, on Saturday, I think it's like 7 o'clock. I think that's on the way. And we're doing all 80s, all like the stuff I just did, combined with a lot of girl songs like Madonna and Cyndi Lauper and stuff. And also there's some Heart. I just learned this Heart riff, which is actually pretty cool. Took me a minute to figure out what she was doing. It's like, something like that. Anyway, that's what I'm playing with tomorrow. Anyway, okay. How about some White Wedding? Some Billy Idol. Because I suggested it because I'm playing with these guys, and then I was like, dude, I could sing a million 80s tunes, and that's easier for me to sing and play songs that I already know than to learn, 20 other songs that that I don't know. So it makes it easier for me. Plus it's a little more fun, and it mixes it up. Anyway, so let me do that one, and then we'll do whatever we want. Whatever we want. I'll sing some Sade or some shit. Now, Karina texted me. She felt bad. She wants to say it's, but she had a leak in her house or something, so she's been up for like 2 days dealing with that. So she was like so burnt that she's like, I really want to come, but I can't. And she's like, she was just burnt out. I think she's probably sleeping right now, or else she would be watching and chiming in at least. But and then Saturday I'm doing that gig in Staten Island, so next time I'll be here is Wednesday, and Karina will probably be here. You could make her sing some tunes. There was actually, I wanted to get her to sing Don't You Want Me Baby, the because I had to learn the vocal for that for this band, and I wanted to do it with her because that's a fun song. Anyway, but I can't do it today because you can't do that song by yourself. Okay.
What have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, shotgun. Yes, sir, I'll stay to side again. Yes, sir, I'll stay for a white wedding. sure in this world, and there's nothing pure in this world. And look for something left in this world. Honey, come on, it's a now stay for a white, white egg. It's a now bleeding. Honey, come on, it's a now stay for a white, white egg.
All right. Eat your Wheaties for that gig, yeah. Yeah, most of the time that was part of the gig, is besides setting up the gear and stuff, loading in, is just having the energy to, once you get moving, it's like, you're into it, the adrenaline kicks in. I've had times when I was sick with fever, sweating, cold sweats, went on stage. Once I started, I felt good. Adrenaline kind of makes it go away. And then I get on the break and I felt like passing out. Like really, like miserable. But then it's like, you just want to get them, because the adrenaline kicks in and it takes the pain away. It's kind of cool. But then you go home and get, pass out. That's the one thing sucking on my gig, because you can't, like if you call them sick for work usually if you're sick, but you can't, you book a gig, your whole band's relying on you, the club is not relying on you. The only time I ever canceled a gig from being sick was with the COVID, because they don't want you there if you ever go. That was like December. Otherwise, they don't really care. I mean, I had one time we had a rehearsal here at my house, and I was so sick, I had food poisoning or something, that I couldn't come down. I let them use my space, and I'm like, I'll come down if I feel better. I wound up just sitting upstairs, and I just felt I couldn't come down and even rehearse in my own house. And we had the gig the next day, and I still felt not great, but I was able to do it. I was like miserable. And then the drummer was like, dude, could you help me carry this? I'm like, no. I could barely turn my head. Anyway. Steep and tall stairs. Oh yeah, that's always fun. Fun for loading in, and especially in the dark. And then you wind up like almost falling usually, either getting on or off the stage because it's dark. And the stages are all painted black. Anyway, what else are we gonna do? I don't even know. A couple more tunes. How about I was trying to take care of myself. Karina had the COVID, and she messed her voice up for months. And I know people that are taking once and they're still not over it. I tried to take care of myself. Let's do some. Oh, how about the Santana? That one I need the words for, kind of. Bill. Figure it out.
I hear you whispering your words, melt everyone, but you stay so cool. I'm on a Quito, my Spanish on a Mona Lisa. Hey, from prison. Step in my groove. You say this life ain't good enough. I give my wealth to lift you up. I'll change my life to better suit your mood. Because you're so smooth. It's just like the ocean under the moon, and it's the same as the emotion that I have from you. You got the kind of love like a piece of moon. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. I'll tell you one thing. If you were leaning back crying shame, in every breath and every word, I hear your name calling me out on the barrio. I hear the rhythm on the radio. Hear the turning of the word, so soft and slow, turning you round and round. Tell yourself, this life ain't good enough. I'd give my wealth to lift you up. I'll change my life to better suit your mood. Because you're so smooth. It was just like the ocean under the moon. That's the same as the emotion I get from you. You got the kind of love like a piece of food. Yeah, give me your heart, or else forget about it. Just like the years ain't good enough. That I get from you. You got the kind of love like a piece of moon. Yeah, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. I stuck the landing on that one. This helps to know when the song ends, so you could end it. With a band, you could just look at that. And I'm like, oh, like, ba-dum, you know, or the drummer looks at you and goes like, ba-dum. But with the track, it's like it's gonna end when it wants to, so you gotta know. Some people were, on Facebook, people were like, oh, playing with the track is easy. I'm like, do it, try it. The first time I played with tracks,